You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
And tell them like 3 sit on one side.
Well, it's only 2 of them. It's only two of them.
Yeah, there's only 2 of us today, boy.
2 of them, so let them sit side by side. One on one side with a big head.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
The live. I don't know. We live. You take the hands off?
Do whatever you want to do.
I'm leaving mine on.
You got it, right, P?
Yeah.
Let me know if anything.
Okay.
Hell yeah, and hey, all we would probably need is the forwarded links we can send to people on our phones real quick.
Now, he gonna give it to you once your show starts. Then that gives you a link. And he gonna copy the link and he gonna send it to either your email or your phone.
Send it to my phone.
He gonna send it to you.
Yeah, send it to the phone we forward. Yeah. All right.
Just go in the room on your computer on the left side, P.
Yeah.
And go to YouTube, and the live gonna be there. Just click the link and send it to yourself to your email. Then when it comes to your email, send it to copy it and send it to their phone.
All right.
Or your phone.
All right.
It'd be a good look. Work that shot. So next week we'll know. Like I said, we keep sending each other with it. We'll know the copy to send this shit. Stay in there, Callie. Don't come in here while I'm doing this, okay? Oh, yo, what up? Got your boy London the Don in here, man. BOD Radio with my boy
JT, Dr. Mindbender.
Hey, we in here, man, and we represent for all the alpha men out there. You know what I'm saying, the alpha males and all that good stuff. And we got a little topic we're gonna break down for y'all today, and want to see what y'all think about it. Do we need headphones?
I got you.
Do me a favor. Can I close the door?
Yeah, I got that.
Elian, I'm finna close that door. Y'all too loud. I want to hear y'all talking in the background. So we're gonna go with the subject. My man JT. You know, we've been friends for a minute. You know what I mean? He posed a question, you know, at work, and I was like, hey, that's a good topic. That's something that men need to hear about. We need to talk about this kind of stuff. We have a lot of great conversations at work.
Sir.
And it's like, man, somebody need to hear this, man. This is too much good information. A lot of men don't know.
Right.
So I'm gonna let JT tell y'all his what his question is. I'm gonna come up with an answer, my answer, then he'll come with his answer.
All right. The topic of the day is, why don't men recognize their value within a relationship?
Say it one time. You say, why don't men recognize their value in a relationship? The man. You know, that's a good question. So when he first asked me, I was like, man, that's a real good question, because it was a time where I didn't know my value in a relationship, and I think it comes to a point where every man at some point, you know, didn't know their value in a relationship at some point, you know. So my answer to that would be, you know, I feel like a lot of men, we're not shown how to be men. You know, even if you know we have a father there, we're still not really shown how to be a man or what your value is to a relationship. We always talk, you know, we just going with the flow. Really, I went with the flow of mine. I didn't really, nobody taught me. I went with the flow of, I thought I knew my value and I didn't. I was, you know, with somebody 14, 15 years, married for 4 years, and I thought I knew my value and I didn't. So I was never shown by my father, and I don't think nobody showed, his father didn't show him. So he didn't know how to show me, you know. So that's my take on it. You know, there's a few other things that I feel like as men, we don't know our value even before we get in a relationship. You know, we don't know what we bring to the table or what our roles are. So that's my thing, and that's the problem. So that's my answer to it. We want to talk by our fathers. My dad didn't teach me. He didn't say, hey, London, in your relationship, this is what you're supposed to bring. You're the man. You bring this. Woman brings that. It was just, hey, we just go on the flow.
That's right. Well, I feel like why we don't recognize our value, because social media, the world we live in today, even our parents, which was our first God. So with that being said, you watch your father and your mother in the household. You see your dad cater to your mom. Not so much your mom cater to your dad, only when she feel like she wants to. She never have opportunity. He has an opportunity to recognize his value within the household. Therefore, there's no standards being set the kids can go with. So then we lead to the world we see on TV. Even on Disney, Snow White. You see the man saving the damsel in distress. All right? It's always help the woman, help the lady.
When the man gets some help.
Everything is based on men helping other things, not the fact that she's following him. So therefore, as a kid, you taught your women are precious. They're butterflies and butterscotch and muffins. Yo, they the best in our world. If we don't have one, we're gonna be lost. We are lost
without women, and that's definitely not true.
And we got things saying like, behind every good man is a good woman. The man chose the woman.
Yeah, you have to choose a woman. You're right. You have to ask a woman to marry you. So the man is essentially the relationship, and the man is bringing more value.
It's constantly set up. The man is devalued in the world. And we only good. We got things that around us to help us out. We're only good. We got money.
Yep.
We're only good. We know how to fight. We know good. We big. We fat. We don't know how to talk. We ain't got no game.
We ain't no money. Yeah, you're right.
Everything's based on you ain't no man or you ain't a real man. You never heard something like, oh, you're not a real woman. You don't hear things like that.
Nope.
Everything about attacking the man. It's really attacking masculinity.
And that's crazy. I'll listen to you, but I'm sending this link out a lot of people too. I sent you the link. So if you want to send it to everybody's phone, I've been forwarding it to everybody so they can go ahead and click on. That's what I've been doing.
You doing them already?
Yeah, I've been sending people already.
Okay.
I'm gonna send the link.
I'm gonna pass it to London.
Yeah.
For you can add on to what he said. I'm gonna go with solution or both.
I would say, you know, I definitely agree with you saying. I would say a solution would be, I mean, it starts with us. Since we're bringing out the knowledge, everything that's going on, it would start with us. You know, we're actually the men, you know, that have families. JT has kids, I have kids. You know, it starts with the man. So what my solution would be for us sometime, maybe once a month, twice a month, go out and actually mentor young men that don't have father figures. Or if they do have a father figure, hell, we can mentor their dads too. I'm pretty sure their fathers don't know their value. You'd be surprised how many men don't know. And me, you know, I gotta shout them out. I show love. One thing I'm not a hater. So I shout out to Fresh and Fit, that podcast. Just shout them out, man, because that
out of Miami, baby.
Yeah, shout them. I gotta shout them out. Fresh and Fit,
educating people out here.
Man, I saw one. JT showed me like one podcast. And I'm like, oh shit,
changed my life, man.
I'm telling you, changed mine too. And sometimes I think you have to go through this. I went through experience with a female in the family, and I know my value. Sometimes you got to go through it to really understand it. You can't. You could talk about it. Sometimes going through is like, damn.
Right.
You know, a good point. I think one point they made on there was this, and I'm gonna use it as an example. So let's say the man's role in this relationship is to protect, provide, and let's just say fix something that breaks in the house. That's our role, right? Let's say the woman, her role is to cook, clean, and let's just say have sex with the man. Those are three things.
We're gonna say sex because they're both getting sex.
Okay, let's say they're both getting sex, but let's say her job is to please her man, though. Let's say her job is to please him.
To put her man first and stay fit.
Stay fit. Now,
that's something that's not been recognized in our community. 80% of black women in America are considered obese and fat.
Is it 80%? That's a number?
It's an 80%.
So hold on, you trying to tell me
whole in America?
Hold on, you trying to tell me 80% of people are fat?
No, 80% of black women.
Black, not even women. Ooh.
Black women.
Wow.
They're looking like Emmett Smith out there, bro. Running through the A gap. I mean,
hey,
I don't understand what happens because our grandmothers back in the 50s weighed less then than they do now.
Yeah.
Can't blame it on food.
Yeah.
It is your mentality. You have no discipline. When a man see an obese woman or a fat woman, do you know what he see?
What he see?
And a undisciplined woman.
Yeah.
If she lacking that area, she lacking all areas.
Yeah, and then I think at the time a lot of these females, once they get the man, like, oh, I got him now. Once you marry, oh, I can lose my body. I don't gotta cook for him. I don't gotta fuck. Once the women feel like they actually get the man, I got you. You ain't going nowhere. You know?
Right.
You ain't going nowhere.
You valuing again.
And like, if you look a lot of time in a relationship, it's always the woman leaving the man. You rarely see a man leaving a woman.
Right.
You rarely see
80% is a woman, 10% a man.
It's a woman leaving. And that's what she's getting. I mean, I don't know. She leaving. I mean, I don't know why they leaving. Because men, I'm not saying we don't fuck up. I'm not saying we don't. But I don't think we get enough credit. Even in the courtrooms. You know what I'm going through in the courtroom.
Yes.
Women keep on this whole little, we want to be equal to men. We're equal to men.
See, the thing is this right there, man. When the woman says she wants security, and that security the fact that I got my own man. Security the fact that if you leave, I get your stuff.
Yeah, and that's what a marriage.
When a man leaves the room with a bunch of women, say, girl, he married you yet? If he choose you, girl, make sure that he put everything in your name. Y'all share everything, because in case he leave, you get all of it.
Yep.
You can even get the house.
Yeah, that you didn't work for or pay for.
And you've been told you can have the equity. They can still fight for the house and get the house.
Man, I'm telling you, and that's kind of what I'm going through now.
So it gets to a point in 2022. Why is men literally getting married? They are modernized women. When they were traditional, it used to be virgins. You used to get a virgin. You're the first to bust it open. Now they're twerking on social media too. They want to give it away to everybody. Yeah. Anybody that got the money.
That and I was saying on social media, I don't think they want to give away. I think these females just want attention. Because a lot of them be on there twerking, they not even gonna fuck. They just twerking just to get attention. They just want the attention.
But they will fuck the right guy.
Yeah, right amount of money. They will. You right.
Twerking for attention for a guy that got a bag to come and get them.
You right.
They really a hot mess because they're a product of their parents or the household. Yeah. It has totally got out of hand. So why would a man? First of all, let me say this right as a disclaimer: all females are not like this.
Okay, yeah, that's it. All females not like. We're not talking about all females,
right?
But a lot of y'all are. We're not say all, but let's say a lot of y'all are. Because the ones I run across, they say all females I run across. I'm going through this whole thing about divorce. They all feel like it's almost like
they're the prize.
Yes, and they ask, and then it's almost like, what do you bring to the table? Like me, what do I bring to the table?
Once again, devaluing the man. Why man don't recognize his value because he's been taught the whole time to, you're not good as a woman. Yep. You have to chase a woman. Mm-hmm. You're not chasing. You really beyond nothing. Mm-hmm. They walk past you every day and they really, really digging you. Mm-hmm. But not to the fact that you're on their level. You have a basic conversation with them unless you chase them. It's all now. You out here single, living that, knowing that. They ain't gonna go into marriage still knowing you ain't no good. Mm-hmm. You've been told, man, I ain't equal to a woman. And a lot of times the women be broke.
A whole lot of the time.
Check the check.
Yeah.
You got a bag.
Yeah.
You got a little money in account. Yeah. Everybody got more than one account.
Yeah. I posed a question to one of my partners who was talking, and he might be watching this. Shout out to you watching. And I just asked him, I was like, yo, the situation you got her going. He was saying this girl is a good girl. And I was like, okay, she's cool. She could be a good girl. That's cool. I'm not saying she's not. I'm not. And I tried to tell her I wasn't talking about his girl. But I said, if the roles were reversed and you met your girl and she made the kind of money you made and you were doing what she was doing, would she still, be that same woman to you? And he was like, well, she probably wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so if you was making the kind of money you was making, or she was making the kind of money you was making, and the roles were reversed, would she have took you in and pulled you up? No.
That's right.
She would not have. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't trying to say like his girl's a bad girl or anything like that. She's really cool out north. So I don't think nothing about that. It was kind of just a hypothetical thing. Like there wasn't like a serious like question, but it's like, most men don't know what they bring to the relationship,
And another thing I want to say is we're going against nature. All right. Nature got the female a certain way, but it's been capitalized off the female attitude and behavior. So when I say nature, it's like they were meant to be, we say assholes to some degree to make us better men. Yeah. All right. But not to the point that they're showing everybody attention they got the bag. All right. It has totally got out of hand. I'm not sure how you fix it, but we can try to help it. Yeah. We can't fix it. We can help it. Yeah. Now, lately I've been seeing females checking females lately. That is so powerful.
It is.
But what get me is we have black people coming against black people talking about that, exploiting black people, talking about these kind of issues. You have dating coaches online that are white, talking to white people how to make it, how to be with each other, how to have a partnership, how to have a companion. But when a black man tell us a black man, a black woman, he's exploited them for money.
Yeah, and that's crazy. I mean, he just black people don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? They don't want to hear the truth. And like I said,
accountability.
You made a good point by saying it's good when women check women. Because I know with my ex, man, I could be right as hell. She's not gonna listen to me just because she feel like, oh, you the man.
Oh, you're a man. You don't understand.
Yeah, she don't listen to me.
You understand.
I try to tell her. She like, even if I'm dead right. She's like, nah, I hear you, but let me go talk to my homegirl over here. Let me talk to my mama and all in our business.
And believe it or not, the homegirl check, but get mad at the homegirl and go tell him a lie. She agree with me. A lot of times the homegirl chuck.
Yeah.
Because the homegirl know her history with me.
And guess what? She probably ain't got no man. Yeah. And she like, girl, you got that good man over there. You better not let her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
What happened? Women lie, men lie.
Yeah.
But women lie just to be right in a relationship because they hate following a man.
I don't know why.
They think it's the meaning.
I don't know why.
They don't understand. You really got it good if you think about it. Yeah. You ain't got to bring the bad like the man brings. All you got to do is clean and have sex from time to time. You ain't got to do it all the time. A lot of times the man be tired. Yeah. Because he out there slaying dragons.
Yeah.
He out here slaying these dragons.
Hell yeah.
Now, lately we've been noticing that women have to go to work too. Even on our job, women get overtime, they work into because now it's kind of hard out here nowadays.
Yeah, it is.
All right. So the man had to step and help out too. But at the end of the day, you still got wifely duties.
Yep.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
And that's more in the black community. Like I say, most black folks don't make enough, so it's gonna take two incomes in most black communities. Most the black man and black woman don't make enough usually. So two incomes together is always better than one. You know what I'm saying? So if you're working, that's cool. You work, the man work, but you still, like you say, have wifely duties. I have manly duties. Someone like a prime example, Fresh and Fit. They shout out. A man breaking his house, I can't say I don't want to protect you. I can't say, hey, well, you know, today I work today. I'm tired. I don't feel like getting up, even though someone's downstairs. I can never say that. A man can never not be a man. If he is, he's looking at it as a sign of weakness. Right. If he even try to talk about his feelings, he might even cry. Anything he does, that's not say manly.
Do not never be vulnerable to your woman,
because she will
shit. They want you to be vulnerable. They want you to be a woman.
Yeah.
Relate to them. Don't never go for that bait.
Yeah.
To relate to them. You do better get out of that room. Okay? Make up an argument, do something. Don't never relate to your feelings because now you lost your masculine stance. Now you her girlfriend now.
Yeah. And you don't want that.
When a woman in a sexual position, that's a submissive position.
Yep.
So therefore, she gotta see you as the alpha, omega, sigma. All right.
Yeah.
When you lose that being her friend, she like, well, you my homegirl, you my equal.
Yeah.
You're not a king.
Yeah.
You're a queen like me. And she's saying it while saying it, but that's so you understand a woman nature. It's all about why would she be submissive to you?
Yeah.
So with that being said, you gotta earn that right too, which is devaluing a man.
Yeah.
You constantly earn rights in your own house. It don't stop you put a ring on her.
Nope.
You got constantly every single day because women are loyal to their feelings.
We're going to keep that said again. And women are loyal to their feelings. You didn't hear it. Loyal to how they feel.
And that really hurts a man.
Yeah.
It hurt me when I realized that. Because one day they can be, oh my, Cloud 109, baby, you the best. The next day, you might not see her that day. She's downstairs.
Yeah.
And you did nothing wrong. You feeling good. Obviously, you still on the high.
Yeah.
Because today, you know what? I'm not feeling that. Why I'm doing this for? Why I gotta follow him for? Because a woman are so emotional, you never know what you're gonna get.
Never know.
But we do have one power, man. And the power of presence.
Yes. And explain that. The power of your presence is
when you have the ability to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to leave everything. Fuck the house. Fuck the kids. Fuck the dog. Fuck the plant. Fuck everything. Fuck the car. Fuck the Maserati. Fuck everything. You put your dignity first. It's all about your dignity.
Yes.
You put yourself first.
Right about
men,
that.
I'm going to say 9% of men can't do that.
And I'll be real with you. It was hard for me to do it. And it's hard because at the time, you know, I was so used to being in my kids' life, you know, every day and not missing anything in their life. And to say, you know, put them to the side was a hard thing for me to do. You know what I'm saying? But I had to do it. I realized one day I'm going to see my kids again. I'm going to see all them again. It's not going to be the end, but it's hard when you used to being a family man. And we're taught the man doesn't leave his family.
But you always going to be daddy.
Yep.
I don't care how many men you run across.
Yep.
Kids know who daddy is.
Yep. And they never
will fight for you. You ain't my daddy.
Yep.
You might hear that sometimes. You ain't seen the movie. You ain't my daddy. I don't care. She ain't seen you for 5 years. You ain't my daddy.
I mean, I've been through that too. But yeah. I've been through that.
And it really hurts. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about something else too. We're going to talk about how men stepping up slaying these dragons with women that have kids already.
So question. And this one, guys, we're going to freestyle this.
All right.
You don't think a man who's out here single, he shouldn't date a woman who has kids? And if he should, is it a certain age these kids should be? If they was like too little, too old? But do you think a man should date a woman with kids? Yes or no? What do you think?
All right. Of course, this is opinionated.
All opinions.
The factual. Going off anecdotal experience.
So nobody takes this personal.
Anecdotal means your own experiences, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I feel like it's not behooving a man to go with a woman with kids because that woman is going to feel entitled. Okay. Entitlement goes as far as, yo, I got a kid. I need help. You supposed to help me. I told you for help.
Okay.
Then love and sex. I need help with this kid. I had a man. It made me feel like I wasn't good enough. He left me or I left him. Okay. Now I need help with this kid. Because kids are expensive. These bills are expensive. I'm a woman. I can't make it on my own. You take care of me. When a woman has sex with a man, it's a loaded transaction. Meaning that if I give you some, I need something from you. Yeah. When man has sex, he does sex for us.
Yeah, we just
and we hope you just feel good when we had sex.
Yeah.
But woman, no. I gave you something, now I need something back. And here comes the imbalance. When you start having sex with your woman, it don't matter if she's a wife or a girlfriend. There's the imbalance. I gave some of my punani. You owe me some way, somehow. If not money, you owe me. It could be from your time.
So question. I was dealing with a female, and I kind of had the same little question. And she told me, she said to me, London, you're not here for my kids. You're here for me. You don't need nothing. My kids don't need anything from you. They know who their father is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
You feel entitled.
They know who their father is. They don't need anything from you, London. I just want you. So I'm like sitting, and I understood what she was saying, but I explained to her, yeah, your kids might not want me, but it's not like I'm coming over your kids disappearing. Or they're not going to be. They're still there.
See, that is game.
They're still there. And thing is, I mean, I agree with you, Sam. But then I agree and I don't. I
remember what she told me when she told you that. Eventually, you had to do the kids too. You going to the game. She asked you, where you was, right?
Yeah.
See, women were in game like, don't worry about the kids. But I got kids. No, I take the kids. I want you to be burden free. Take me. Yeah. Then as the days go by, the months go by, you doing stuff for the kids, and she doing her own kids. And she done told you ain't got to do the kids.
You ain't got to be in the kids' life at all.
As long as she got kids, the kids won't come first.
The kids will come. You're right about that. The kids will come first. I do. So that means you can never come first.
Man, it's impossible.
The man never be first.
You're not been married till you have kids. You just boyfriend and girlfriend on paper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's a matter of time. Time is more valuable than money.
It is more valuable.
You can make money. You can't make up time.
Can't make when time gone is gone. You're right about that.
As a man, you work with time with the wife, and she got to get hers. Now, when I was married, every Tuesday and Thursday was date night.
You're right.
Every date night. I know spend money for a babysitter.
Okay.
If we're doing dinner or we're doing breakfast.
Okay.
At the time, working third shift. I have to get off work 9 o'clock in the morning. We got to do breakfast. Damn. Tired as I don't know. I'm falling asleep at the table.
That's 201 life, boy. I know how that is. That's 201 overnight killing you.
As a man in my house, we had to do something because I had 2 kids, 2 small kids, back to back. And I love my wife. So I said, you know what, I'm going to put her first.
Sacrifice.
But I didn't know, and patient. But I didn't know it was equal. It wasn't equal. I was just doing the duty.
Yeah.
That meant duty was so much on her.
You felt obligated.
Right. I never pushed them duties on her.
I got you.
So that's why I'm so hard on men, because I feel like at the end of the day, you set the standard. So you set the standard on yourself, you got to set it on her too.
Yeah, you should.
But I don't want to do it. I don't do that because I want to hear her mouth.
You don't hear that
bicker.
Yeah.
You don't hit you then, she going to hit you later.
So look, please, shout out to everybody that's watching. I see you, Marshall. I see you, Kelvin. Everybody who I shot a text, I know y'all watching. I appreciate y'all watching. If y'all want to call in and say something, bro, y'all got my number. Call in and say something. Speak to us, man. If y'all watching this, I said to a lot of people that I talked to. Y'all watching this, me and JT, y'all want to call in and say something, bro, call my phone. Call me right now. I put you on speakerphone. We'll get you live on the air. Whatever y'all got to say. Kelvin, I see you watching. Mark, I see you watching. Whoever's watching, man, shoot me a text. But back to what we were saying. And the thing is, I'm not against women, man. I'm not against them. I just feel like a woman with kids, I'm a little bit on the fence with it. I don't mind if she had kids if they were a certain age, as long as they're not like 3, 4, 5, 6. If they're like maybe 10 or 11, and then it depends on how she is dealing with her kids.
Well, your experience is anecdotal.
Yeah.
You're a good model for this, because you knew what happened when you raised that little boy.
Yeah.
2 years old, he got older.
Yeah.
He straight up trash.
He did.
Because of the anger, he didn't have his dad around.
You're right.
And he projected it at you.
You're right.
All you did was be the best father you can.
Try to.
Because you're a good dude with a big heart.
Yeah.
A lot of dads want to step up like
that. And thing is, I noticed a lot, even with my stepson, you know, I've been in his life since he was 2, he's 16 now. I hate to notice little times when I deal with my daughters, I see him looking how I treated them. I know he never had that.
My dad.
Yeah, and I seen that. I'm like, I'm kissing on them, hugging on them. And then he would say stuff like, even his mom would say, well, you don't treat him how you treat your daughter.
You see how that works?
You don't treat my
your daughters. What he's saying right now.
Y'all don't treat my treat your daughters. And I told him, I said, listen, bro. I said, you're growing into a young man. They're little girls. I hug and kiss on them. I'm not hugging and kissing on you. I'm not doing that. So it might look like I love them a little more than I love you, but it's not how it is. They're girls. So I got to give them a little extra love more than I would give my son. I'm not going to kiss my son.
Explain that to his son.
Yeah.
Now, the word we're going to now, the word called reverence. Okay? The reason why this is applicable to this situation, because when he was talking to his son, and the wife double-teamed him, saying, why you don't show love to him? Because she didn't understand the word reverence like most women do. It's in the Bible, but it was the word before the Bible. It was in the Bible.
Yeah.
Reverence means deep respect. Yeah, if you Google it, it's a number of things. It's an amazing, amazing word. You sum out everything but one word, reverence. So the word reverent comes from the word reverence. Yeah. Right, the meaning of words. Okay, the trilateral meaning of words, the duality of words. Yeah. The word reverence is an amazing word. Yeah. It's a vernacular that uses our society anymore. When you give a person his utmost respect because what he do for you. Like for example, with a man, he give protection. All right, and he provides. Yeah. You put that on the pedestal. Yeah, you should. You don't put the woman on the pedestal. Now, men are guilty of that. They put the punani on the pedestal. Yeah. She got one, but we got something too. Yeah. What I see, there's nothing. There's no thing what I see. You're right. But we never told that. We feel the incubation in her belly. She's not having a baby. She had a baby that we gave her. Exactly. And man, and I always gonna start with the man, but I'm gonna go back to the word reverence before you go. Go ahead. Men don't understand their value because they don't understand the word reverence. Okay? So a deep perspective, baby, you working hard every day. It's almost should be implied what her saying. Implied means do stuff wild, you know what I'm saying, because she be understood. The reason she don't know this because it's not been taught in her home growing up. You're right. And then her mother. Before them, they're slaves. Yeah. We're all a product of slavery in the black community. Yep. But as you get older, there's no excuses. Yeah. Because education's out there, internet's free, so there's no reason why you don't know. And like you say, with the reverence, I definitely feel like, the man is the protector, the provider. He is supposed to be the king of his household. And a lot of females understand it. They understand it, and then you have other ones who don't. Callie, shh, be quiet, baby. That's my little baby in the background talking. I'm sorry. But reverence. I didn't know what the word reverence meant until, I met JT. And JT, very educated brother. When I met him, we've been talking. Definitely has a lot of education. Y'all will definitely see us again every Saturday. We'll have something to talk about. Whether it's, empowering men, in the black community, religion, hell, we can talk about sports. Told y'all Golden State was going to win. Boom. I'm just saying that. We can throw it out there. We got to talk about that. We still say Kyrie. We still say Kyrie. We still say Kyrie. He ain't on Kyrie. Kyrie. This man come to work. We want to come to work. Hey, he do that. That's all. We can talk about that with you, man. So hold on. All right. We got somebody calling in. Hold on. Let me see this. Ramsey, you calling in? Ramsey calling in?
Yeah.
We got my boy Ramsey calling in. You watching the show with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, my boy Ramsey. He is my producer and my engineer for my music. What you got to say, Ramsey? Let the people hear you, man. What we talking about?
Bruh. So it's like this. So men, right?
Yeah, men.
We're expected to work. We're expected to provide. We're expected to do things like build the infrastructure, make sure things are laid out so everybody can get where they're supposed to do, because you can't expect a woman to go out there and chop down trees and shovel out space for people to do what they need to do, right? So that's expectation. Yep. That we have, right? Yeah. And we have to deal with those type of expectations on a continuous basis. Every day, nonstop. I mean, our roles are non-negotiable. Correct. Like, can't negotiate them. You gotta understand that women look at us with those same expectations. We have them of ourselves. We don't realize the things we do are amazing. That's right. So neither are they, right? So why they don't put that on the pedestal then? However, this is how the dynamic works. Once they do step in and manage to get a taste of what men do, all of a sudden we have to revere them because, oh my gosh, look at this spectacular move. You're doing what we can do. Yeah. But it's still expected of us like it's nothing, right? So we're always in a position where it's a given. What we do is in value, so they don't see the value in the things that we do. I got a question for you, okay? When they do it themselves. Got you. JT said he got a question for you. Go ahead. He can hear you. We live on the air. JT. Now you know the up spike in the community oil and the economy right now, right? Yes. Everything costs a little bit more. So it's much easier to have two incomes, the husband and the wife working versus one, right? You agree with that, right? Agreed. Okay. So with that being said, you slaying dragons, now she's slaying dragons too. Yep. Right. She come home like you. Now, this really goes around in America a lot now. All right. People are working. Sometimes the oldest kid working too to help out. Yeah. So everybody's slaying dragons. All right. So it ain't just the man how it was to be traditional anymore. So that's why women, sometimes men defend women to this point, and they have a point. But we get stuck on modern and traditional. And I always get confused because I can see literally both sides of the camp. So with that being said, in your opinion, okay,
only your opinion. It ain't gotta be wrong or right. How do you feel when the woman out there slaying dragon, she come home? How would you? Your thoughts on that?
I think it's a great thing. But just as much as she wants me to respect her accomplishments and her ability to do that, she's got to be able to see that in me and respect that also. And the issue is that in society these days, the expectations that men have to accomplish those things, it's like the two of us come home from the same hard day, but I'm the one who's expected to make sure that she's comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And in this modern day society, I can't even say that she might even know how to cook. I might be the only one who knows how to cook.
See, now that falls on you. It falls on you, my brother. I'm gonna tell you why.
If she don't know how to cook, man, she might not be somebody need to marry. I mean, I don't know.
See, that's why we talked about that, because we chose her.
She typically doesn't want to do things.
No. What I'm saying in the beginning, if she's not doing this, she's not doing that because you chose her. See, we need accountability in the community too. If you chose that woman and you know this, it ain't like she woke up and decided not to cook. You knew she can't cook, or she didn't have the aptitude or the want to or desire to cook on a regular basis. You can't get mad when she don't do it then either, because you knew. But the love in you was so powerful and so poignant and so palatable. You like, you know what? I'm just gonna put up with it. All right. Yeah. Now she's showing her color because they've been her colors. Yep. Now that's why men are responsible for courting women. All right.
And I tell you what, if I choose a woman like that, then that's my fault, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I have to take accountability for my decision in accepting that person into my life. So I know for a fact that that's something that I don't want. I want a woman who knows how to cook, right?
Right.
Who's comfortable in the kitchen, who's comfortable doing those things. Because I am too, right?
Okay.
See, people these days, they forget that there is still an animalistic nature to humanity. There are still things that we are predisposed to doing based on our genetics, based on our beings, based on our history on this planet, right?
Yeah.
And that level of emotion is kind of based on survival, right? Our instinctual survival mode that we go into. If we had a societal collapse right now, I can tell you right now that every woman you see out there is looking for the strongest person to pair themselves with for survival.
And that's understandable. Don't you agree?
Yeah. Yeah. You said, of course, they're gonna look for the strongest man. Kind of like I remember when
the Vikings.
Vikings, kind of what you were saying. What JT was saying. You know, the Vikings came in at the time. They went to villages. They killed children. They killed the men, but they didn't kill the women. The woman would sit there and start a whole other family with the Viking.
Right.
After this Viking just killed her man, killed her children, now she submits to the Viking because he's a stronger, I guess, the alpha male.
Right.
She could easily cut his throat when he sleeps.
Exactly.
Right?
That's the whole thing.
But
now, when a man
she's going to do that.
He'll kill that dude. He killed my wife. The woman ain't gonna kill him. She was like, I'm gonna give him some more babies and be with him.
Yeah.
And this man that killed your kids and your husband. The husband will kill that Viking. Will kill the female Viking. I mean the inverse. He'll kill that female Viking in her sleep, killing his kids. Women nature is not like men nature. So your example you gave, but the fact that the world come to apocalyptic, it's understandable for the women to do that.
But they should do it now. It shouldn't have to come to that.
So let me hit the point, right?
Go ahead. Let's go. We got time.
The point is that we cannot ignore the fact that animalistic nature exists.
Right.
We don't have to wait for an apocalypse to realize that we rely on the strength of men for society to rule and go on and for women to be able to accomplish the things that they're accomplishing now.
Right.
The things that we do are given, it's expected.
Yep.
And that's the issue, is that they no longer revere us for what we're able to do.
I agree with you. First and foremost, I totally agree with you.
It's never about what we accomplish for the greater good of everyone. It's always about what am I doing for you.
Well, how do you feel about when Big Mama, Big Mama on the couch talks to her grandkids, right? And a lot of men and women say, I seen Big Mama go to work every day. I didn't see Granddaddy. Because Granddaddy died. Granddaddy died because he busted his hump, get the house made, pay all the bills. He died at 60. Grandma's still living, okay? That's a traditional way. Now, they see Grandmama telling these tales, being there, throwing dinners, throwing parties. My Big Mama took care of us, but Big Mama ain't telling them that Big Daddy take care of her. Now, kids nowadays that's our age, 40s and 30s, we know Grandma live longer than Granddad, and you think our grandmama was a sole survivor and a provider. but granddad died. So the stigma in these women's mind is my big mama took care of us. My big mama babysitted us. When my mama was at work, my big mama granddad died. The house that y'all sitting in, grandmama's house, granddad paid for that. Now back then, they made houses back then.
Men build houses.
Right. So we're a product of our childhood. There's two things you can't run from your life: your skin color and your childhood.
True.
So when that manifests to a young woman, to a woman, you don't see men as you should see men. Because you see big mama, you see your mama struggle.
Yeah.
But now on the other side of that token is, mama pushed away daddy.
Yeah.
Because mama was being difficult. She didn't want to follow a man. She want to be submissive.
Yep. We got these strong, independent women out here who don't need men.
Because she had to go. She had to go to work. I got some girls on my job now. I don't want to get took care of. I'm tired of them work every day.
Yeah.
Well, you need to find you a husband. You should prioritize finding you a husband instead of having a hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer. You hear that? Don't have any hot girl summer.
Then they wait till they're 40. They don't want to get serious. You don't lost your value.
Yep.
Hard to get pregnant.
Yep.
You might die.
Yeah.
And it gets lost because the parents not teaching. They're trying to compare themselves to girls on social media.
Yeah, social media is killing. Right. So Ramsey, we started this whole. Hold on one second, Paris and Cal. We started this whole conversation about asking a question. The question was, why don't men know their value in a relationship? Ramsey, I'm gonna ask you that question. You called in. Why don't you think men know their value in a relationship? I'm pretty sure, like me and JT, we've been in relationships before, but we didn't quite know our value. We know we brought to the table, and we accepted a lot of.
We paid all the bills.
Yeah, paid all the bills, and we ate a lot of shit. You know, everything started off good the first 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years you're with somebody. I'm talking people who've been with somebody more than 10 years, 11 years. I ain't talking about the first 2, 3, 4 years you've been with somebody. No, I mean
10 plus.
10 plus years with somebody. You know, so we all know we get to the point where you kind of, why men don't know their value in relationship? Why is that, you think, Ramsey?
A very simple reason, and again, it kind of falls back to the point I made earlier, is that if everything that we accomplish as men is expected, right, that's where the baseline is, right? So we have to do everything extraordinary to be recognized as value.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. I agree. Like we have to go above and beyond besides just paying bills and the basics. That's a given to them, which is totally impossible. Yeah.
So if you are not an extraordinary man, by extraordinary I mean extraordinary.
You mean like
woman that you're with.
You mean like in the 0.1% of men that make over, like say, over $500,000 a year? That would be considered extra extraordinary. That's way extra. So men that make over $500,000, which is what 0.1% of men, maybe, if that.
I even sum it up. I know you, right?
Yeah.
And you set a baseline in your relationship that's phenomenal. However, everything that you did was expected of you. So you're living in your baseline, regardless of how awesome you are, right?
Yeah.
You're living in a baseline that has been set by her, not you. All right? So you have to transcend that. Whatever it is that she expects of you, you have to transcend that in order for her to see your value. And as a man, you look at your value based on how well she is in the relationship, not you.
Validated her. First mistake. Yep. First mistake.
How happy is she? You're right. How happy is she? Happy. You're right. And the thing is, in my situation, you do know me, I did everything to make this woman happy. Everything I could. It was good, but it seemed like it was never enough. It was like, yeah, well, you pay majority of the bills, but you don't help me clean. Well, you help me clean, but you ain't never cooked. Oh, well, you don't do no. Well, you think you pay everything. At first, when we first started out and I paid majority of the bills, it was okay. Wasn't no issue. It was all good.
Well,
then as time went on,
when you're not about your purpose, okay, you made her your purpose.
Yeah, try to make her happy.
A woman, as I've been told, my great sister and my wonderful sister and my mom, a woman is never satisfied.
Never.
So trying to satisfy her is incomplete.
Paris, stop knocking on that door.
It's really idiotic.
Yeah.
And we've been taught through Disney and through our parents, the woman. You're supposed to go for your purpose, your dream.
Yeah.
When you do that, you're not really thinking about her because you hustling and grinding.
Yep.
And she calls to check on you.
Yeah.
And she wants you at home. You come every now and then, throw her a bone, you come see her. That will sustain the relationship.
Yeah.
When you make it about her, she really get bored because she got you. There's no challenge.
No challenge. No, say it again. Hold on. When you make it about a woman, you satisfy her, she becomes what? Bored. Is no challenge.
There's a woman is based on challenge. Okay? When she got you, She like, she get bored.
You know, I got him now. He ain't going nowhere.
Now, you dealing with marriage, that's exactly what happens. You dealing in a relationship, after a while, she gonna feel like you cop blocking.
Ha! You cop blocking.
Yeah, you cop blocking now. Because now,
how much worse it gets.
Second.
Look at how much worse it gets from there, though.
Oh man, when you get cop blocked, you know what comes.
Stop knocking on that door.
She gonna find her a cop, okay? Because she's looking for the new challenge.
Yeah.
See, it's always good for a man to be a mystery. She is not your friend. She is not your best friend. All right, you get put in the category. Friend zone. Ooh. I'd rather be in the fuck zone.
How the fuck zone? Fuck the friend zone. We trying to get in the fuck zone.
Yeah, the fuck zone. The best
not
way
the
to
friend
go.
zone.
That's right.
So and JC, man, you talk a lot all the time, Burke, and we had a conversation. Just give us a little bit of experience you've been with a woman where you might have treated her a certain kind of way. Just we ain't gonna say them names. Just give us an example. We talk all the time.
Right.
We talk all the time, and I thought we need to do a podcast. We need to hear this stuff.
I'm gonna go with my wife. Okay.
Go ahead. All right.
I'm gonna go with my ex-wife, and she's really a nice person. She's a good person. When it comes to wifely duties, you know, she's okay. I feel like that I dropped the ball looking back at it because I expect her to be wonderful.
Yeah. I
didn't inspect what I expect. I'm gonna say it again. What I learned in the Marine Corps. You got to inspect what you expect. Okay. And I expected her to be this wonderful woman because we had changed vows. Good old vow. Oh. And that vow's an amazing thing. Yeah, get married. You know, you put it out there, and everything's gonna be okay. Yeah. All right. Cruise, everything, right? Yeah. You get back home, oh shit. All right, get real now. Now the challenge is gone. You married. The ring gone. Yeah. And she knows if you leave, you lose half of everything. So the game is being played right now. Yeah. Okay. So how you sustain what I did for 19 years? I set standards. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? By watching my father. Yeah. And he failed at it because they broke up. But I saw he messed up on. Yeah. All right. A wise man learns from other people's mistakes. Yep. All right. But at the end, well, I ain't kind of person you leave. I left her. Okay. All right. Okay. And she's still upset that I left her. Yeah. She's still like, well, why did I do something wrong? You didn't give me no reverence. Say that word again. Reverence. If y'all know what reverence means, look that up. With a man, it all comes down to one word: reverence. Deep respect, not respect. I challenge y'all tonight to do your homework. Look at the word reverence. All right, especially as a man. Yeah. Women got to do it too. Because women probably don't know about this. Because a lot of people don't tend. Well, now it's taught in the church. Yeah. But it's a word before the church. Yeah. It comes from the African ancestry word reverence. Yeah. The pharaohs. Yeah. You get the pharaohs in reverence. Back then they were considered Hamilton, the first Mason. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He wanted to create the pyramids, everything. They gave him great reverence. Yeah. He also was a doctor. Yeah. The Hippocratic Oath. In Greek, Hippocrates gave thanks to Hamilton. They got mad at him. Why this white Greek philosopher giving love to this black man? Yeah. They giving him reverence. Yeah. So throughout our whole history of humanity, the word reverence always show up. Yeah. Right. So now here we go to the household, the woman and the man. Yeah. All right. Now back then, a pharaoh had many women. A king had many women. Yep. Because they're running the nation. They didn't have time to deal with one woman. And the queen mad as hell. Because the king fucking. He knocking them down. The movie Braveheart. Yeah. Okay? Braveheart. We seen Braveheart. The dude must sleep with your wife before you marry her. Yeah, I see it crazy. The Scottish versus the Irish. They fought for that. Yeah, it's a true story. Yeah. The facts. You can read about that. They made a whole movie about it. Yeah. Got an Oscar. Yeah. All right? Because the whole thing based on the fact that woman was looked down upon. Yeah. But they was never meant to be in that kind of position of leadership. Yeah. Okay? Men ran everything. There's so much stuff going on. Women were just a byproduct of what men do. Yeah. All right. Now we're looking at women like, oh man, I gotta validate my woman. I gotta validate it. I gotta make her feel good. No, we have totally got off course. Yeah. And even though, because women don't know what they doing. Because it was like, man, why he validating me? I got to validate him. Yeah. Because he wanted to see you happy. He loves you. Exactly. You want to see, right? Everybody, we've all said it. We all want to see your old lady happy. You see how history derails itself? Yeah. And sometimes to understand it, people, I get it. Y'all watching this, people understand it. You have to go through it sometimes. Because we could talk about it. Everybody say, hey, it's that. But most people that I talk to ain't been with nobody longer than 10 years. Most people I talk to, they haven't been with one person for more than 10 years. I rarely meet somebody. I've rarely met anybody I've known that's been in a relationship more than 10 years. I did 19. I'm going to tell you something. It's not really hard. You just need patience, maturity, and you have to do a whole lot of sacrifice.
Whole lot of eating shit.
You got to eat some shit.
You gonna have to eat some shit.
The games will be played.
Yep.
On both sides.
Yep.
But if you the man, you better play more.
Yeah.
Don't let her play more, because usually the man get fucked if men want peace.
Yeah.
We're not caught for that mess.
Men are simple. Men are very simple, man. All I want is somebody.
Right.
All I want is somebody to be there, cook, and fuck me. I mean, I don't want to. I don't want too much, you know.
And that's what we felt at, because we supposed to be warriors. Like back in our ancestors, they were warriors.
Yeah.
They fought. It wasn't a rest day. They been killing buffalo.
I think to add something to that.
Go ahead.
Men are similar in our desires. You know, the things that we, the basic things that we want. Very, very similar, right? But the things that drive us to get up on a daily basis and go out there and achieve those are pretty complex things. And women always argue that men don't communicate very well on certain levels, especially emotional levels.
And we should.
And that's one of the reasons why, right? So, like, a lot of relationship issues come from a communication detachment.
Okay.
And men are the things that drive us are so complex. Women sometimes want to understand those complexities, but there's just no way for us to explain that in an emotional way. It's very, very logical, very key together in a very specific way.
Well, actually, it's illogical.
We cannot.
It's illogical.
So there used to be a time where women understood that and accepted that, right?
Yeah.
But now, because of years of cultural changes and years of women wanting to play the part of a man, let's be specific, it has now become a thing where they want to emulate, right?
They want to be the man.
No, emulate.
That's
He's right.
one thing that they cannot emulate.
Right.
And it creates a divide between us when our women are trying to do the things that we're doing, being successful, running businesses, running companies, all of these things. Again, it falls back to the baselines they set. It raises what their expectations of the men that they want to date. And it also then simultaneously breaks down the communication that they otherwise could have with men that are beneath them, that could be good men for, right? Beneath them. So you basically
saying, hold on, so basically you're saying women are pretty much doing the same thing men are doing these days. So now they're looking at like,
I blame society.
The man needs to do a little bit more, or the man isn't doing as much as the female feel like, well, I can do that too. Literally, I can do that.
She doesn't see it from the logical perspective that men.
Well, she can't see it because she's working all day.
Correct. So now she expects us to see the value in what she's doing from an emotional perspective. She expects us to be attracted to, emotionally and physically, to the accomplishments that she's making in her life.
Okay.
We don't see it that way.
All right.
Right? We don't.
Let's stop it right here. So right now we're gonna go to the part of solutions, because right now we're doing very good at recognizing the problem.
What do you think a good solution would be, Rams? I'm gonna let you go ahead and give your solution. JT gonna give his solution now. Yeah. What do you think your solution is? And then JT give his solution, I give mine. Go ahead. What do you think your solution is in so many words?
First thing that we as men have to stop trying to explain ourselves to women. We can't do it. There's no vocabulary. There's no vocabulary that's gonna allow us to do that in an effective way because of that. And once we accept that, and we start moving in our masculinity and moving away from having to try to explain ourselves all the time,
that's
I
hard.
think
That's impossible.
Yeah, you're right. Trying to explain yourself.
A woman got this thing called a vagina between her legs, okay? And that will literally shut you out if they feel like they're not being heard.
Yeah.
And then eventually, as we all three of us know, that women will leave the relationship. Sometimes they'll be cheat and still be with you. Yeah. And they feel like the other guy is tapped into her emotions.
Yep.
So,
break expectations.
You know we got to break what?
Break those silly expectations.
Well, we can do it for ourselves, but we can't control her.
Yeah. So JT, what's your solution to what you think we need to do as far as men? Back to the original question, the value in our relationship. Why men don't know the value in their relationship?
Okay, well, the solution, we recognize the problem. So I'm going to go with the solution that the fact that the solution is the youth. All right. Okay. I feel like that's no fix what's going on right now because the economy is everything. Women have to work. So there's an imbalance in the household. And she has a legitimate point because traditionally it's men work, women at home. That was our advantage over the women in our arguments that we take care of the house. Yeah. Now that we lost all the advantage on the argument now. Yeah. Well, I pay bills too. Yep. Okay, and what's your rebuttal? So with that being said, there's no fixing that because the economy is to the point that it's been going on for years, not way before what's going on now. That two incomes working, she working. A man and one woman that ain't working now. Versus you, like the movie Pretty Woman, he got a hooker and took care of her. Yeah. Cause that's how it was back in the 80s and the 70s. Now, you got to go to work. If you got the job, I ain't gonna talk to you now. No. Otherwise, we go to Walgreens, we go to Dairy Queen. It's gonna be on me. I can put my debit card out. Yeah. She need to help me out. Yeah. So that whole dynamic of being traditional is over. So I'm gonna go with Marvin because these women ain't virgins. Nope, they ain't traditional. Nope.
It's over for you, but it's not over for her because if you not
well, she want to be hot girl summer.
If she making $100,000 a year and you bring home $25,000,
it's only like 0.5% of women.
Y'all go out to a restaurant. She gonna look down on you if you pay that bill.
Well, it has always been though throughout history. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if she didn't make more than the man, she still expect the man to pay.
That's right.
I mean, the man's supposed to pay no matter who makes what. Yeah. The man has to pay. Man, I know females that make more, make good money, and they still don't want to spend their money. Right. And still be like, well, you're the man. No. The man does it. The man, and that's
I don't think men have a problem. I don't think men have a problem with that paying for a date. Men don't have a problem with that. The problem we have is when I am doing that, why you not praising that? So I'm saying, why is your gratitude not showing through your attitude? Because it's expected. Well, you're supposed to do. Like I said, I told one girl, the man's supposed to do this. Supposed to do this. Y'all flip double standards all the time. The man's supposed to do this. So how are we equal if y'all are supposed? So if the man's supposed to open the door, he's supposed to pay for meals and all this. Okay, then what are you supposed to do if he's supposed to do this? You can't say he's supposed to do all this, but then but we equal. That's why I think there's no fit. The solution is no fix. Now what I do. We can teach our kids how to be better. Like for a son, you teach how to be a better man. Go for your purpose. Yeah. All right. You're born into this world to get a job, be successful. So you do mean one you can take care of. I tell my daughter, and she's a wonderful daughter, ain't no hot girl summer. Take your life serious. Yeah. All right. You need to find you a husband while you're in college. Yeah. Get your education though. You need to find you a husband in your 20s. Yeah. Because you get older, baby girl, you lose your looks. A lot of females can't deal with that hard truth. That's why the black community is missing fathers in the household. Barack Obama said the biggest thing plaguing the black community is father absence. Yep. Because when dad there, he might mess around, just kill the daddy and mama and the kid if they get out of hand. It's a sense of fear. Even with the male lion. The male lion would kill the female lion and the cubs. Yeah. See, there's fear there. See, there's no fear in the household. Nope. And the mama can control the kids. Ain't nothing worse when a single mama move in the community and them kids bad as hell. Everybody's scared. Yeah. They might just steal your car and your car across the street. How am I gonna get across the street? Yeah, but if a man's there, it's a certain amount of fear and respect that should be there. Yeah. Well,
look at this, right? Let's even talk about you guys talk about marriage early, right? Mm-hmm. This was interesting because marriage in the eyes of God, that's a spiritual emotional thing, right? Okay. Marriage as an entity.
We got 5 minutes, y'all. We got 5 minutes, Ramsey. Go ahead.
Marriage as an entity is based on tradition. Yep. Let me make this one real quick, right? Okay. It's never changed. Okay. So if we moved on from tradition and marriage hasn't changed, still based on tradition, then what gives? It doesn't make sense for a man to get married today when nothing's
exactly. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna pose another thing in the eyes of the law, right? Marriage, in the essence, is a business. Yep. Yep. And I always say to people in a business, there's no friendship. So in a business, when you guys get married, there's a point that marriage where you guys got to sit down and handle business. You got to look at each other from a business partner point of view. And then here comes the imbalance to the female that want. When it comes down to dividing assets and all stuff like that, it's business, and that business side of it does not benefit the man.
Nope.
So he has to think about all the business.
You go to court, you lose everything. Yep. Now, as of right now, you sound like a man talking. You sound like a typical man. They really mean pro-male, and I really love it. But this guy's amazing. Bring him back on.
Ramsey's gonna come back on.
Yeah.
He might come to the studio because Ramsey, we're gonna do this every Saturday, man. You come here, you have a seat with us, we're gonna have a good conversation.
You are amazing. We want you to join the show, okay? But you talking like a man. With a woman, it's a bunch of feelings and emotions. They're loyal to their what? Feelings. They are loyal to their what? Their feelings. We're not loyal to our feelings. What you spinning is hardcore logical facts. Yeah. That woman would go straight left on you.
Yeah, and thing is with me, I ain't gonna lie to you, before I got married, if I would have been loyal to my feelings, I probably would have never got married.
Can you imagine?
I probably would never. I probably would never got married.
We did a lot of things different with men loyal to their feelings.
And thing is, it's not that I didn't love her. I just felt like I was supposed to do the right thing, have a family, take care of my family. You don't do certain things. I thought that was a typical way, but I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. I didn't put myself first. And that's one thing I'm gonna leave this on. If you're out there, man, I don't care if you're a man, put yourself first. Even it's crazy, you put yourself before your kids. I'm putting me first. Because one day, if your kids get older, they're gone. And you didn't went your whole life. Put you first.
That's right. Because you put yourself first.
Put yourself first.
Order will come and will project through your kids and the person you with.
You definitely have to put yourself first.
Otherwise, you'll be pissed off.
Do not put a woman before you put yourself. Don't try to make her happy and put your feelings to the side. Guess what? The chances are she won't do the same for you. And like I said, Jackie said it in the beginning, we are not talking about all women. So please, women, if you're watching this, don't think we're just bashing all women. Because I love women.
Because we did bash men too, y'all paid attention.
Yes, we did bash men. I love women. Don't think I love women. But I think a lot of women, don't understand their role and they want to be men. And like, you can't be a man.
But we understand why, because society got it like, yo, you need money to make it. Yeah. Gas is high.
Gas high.
A gallon of milk is high. So I understand why women feel like we pay bills too. Yeah. And there's a lot of confusion out there right now. But we're here to give some insight and solutions.
Yeah, man. Y'all definitely tune in every Saturday between 7 and 8. BLDradio.com. Your boy El the Don. My man JT. We're gonna
Dr. Mind Bender.
Dr. Mind Bender. Hey, they fucked all y'all minds up. Reverence. That's your homework word. Everyone give y'all a homework word. Reverence is y'all homework word. Now go and look that word up and see how it applies.
REVERENCE. I love it.
Listen, everybody, man, look that word up because everybody deserves a certain, especially men, a certain amount of reverence. If you're not getting it from your woman, rethink who you with. I'm just be real with you. If your woman's not really, she don't gotta praise you like a god, but if she's not giving you reverence, rethink you gotta be with. So there's a lot of females out here, or just be by yourself. A lot of men, I don't know how to be alone. Learn how to be alone, man. It's okay to be alone.
The power of presence is everything. Take your presence away. That's your power.
Man. Learn how to be alone.
I'm being loud, arguing with your woman. No. Being big, slapping around, beating the kids, kicking the dog. It does nothing. Yes. You still got to deal with that. It's like getting drunk. You still got to deal with that problem after you sober up. Yes. The power you have is leaving. Leave. Leave.
Your presence. And if the cops come, they're not on your side. I know that.
Oh, man.
I done got locked up.
You might get shot.
You might get shot if you black. So look, don't argue with these women. You know what I'm saying? If she can't see your value, if you don't know your value, hey,
we're here to tell you. We're here to tell you your value. Black men, black men. It really don't matter about color. Men know your value, man, and the world will become a better place.
Hell yeah, man. We in this motherfucker. Your boy El the Don, JT will be here every Saturday, man. You know what I'm saying? Putting y'all men on game, putting everybody on game, not just men, but we do a lot for men. A lot of men have it. I feel like my opinion on the subject next week, I feel like men have it harder than women. And that's just me. I feel like men have it harder in this society than women do. And women try to argue, but no. Quick example, real quick, man. Men, we can't take care of our kids. We can't pay child support, we get locked up. A woman can't take care of kids, she gets government assistance. Oh. I mean, how does that supposed to work? If I can't take care of my kids, I get locked up.
Vince Carter ducking over the guy.
I get locked up. I can't take care of my kids. I'll pay my child support. You got people in prison that's on child support.
Men have a hard time getting food stamps out here, but the female, boom, they can fake it and still get it.
Hell yeah, and still got it. So men have it 10 times harder, I feel, man, in this world. So that's what we're really preaching to women. I mean, men had nothing against women because I love women. Jackson love women. We love women now.
Women are not your enemy.
We're not your enemy.
Women are not the enemy. Yeah. Women are not the enemy. Men are the enemy. We're just trying to find a way to make it better in this world. We get along together. What I've seen so far, we ain't doing too bad. I'm going to quote some stats to y'all. In the black community, only 30% of people are married.
30% of people married in the black community.
You can blame COVID. Either way, we breaking up.
Yeah.
Right. 50% white and 40% is other. What the hell other is?
Yeah. Asians and other races.
To me, it's really worse than white community because more than them. So 50% is pretty bad for them.
Yeah.
I think we had 13% population right now on the consensus. Black people. The Latinos that took over, I think they had 22, I think. We are low number. What's going on is abortion.
Yeah.
We're worrying the babies.
We are aborting the baby.
All right, we aborting the baby, kill the population. We're at 13%.
Hey, man, thanks all y'all for watching this, man. Check us out every Saturday, 7 to 8. Everybody who watch texting my phone, I know a lot of y'all watching. I appreciate it. We'll be here again, man. If y'all want to call in, y'all can always call in. Get y'all advice. Ramsey, I appreciate it, dog. If you free, you can probably come on to the next show. We can break down, get our whole little segment together. BLDradio.com. Shout out to everybody out there. BLD, they took care of us. We here, man. Y'all tune in. We live. And we out. Jason, got something you want to say before you go?
Man, I love everybody, man. Y'all just stay well, man. Keep your head up. Keep pressing.
All right, we out. First show, we done. Hey.
Man, I'm gonna kill it.
Oh, yeah, nigga. Nigga, that hour went quick.
Oh, man.
Nigga, that hour went quick.
I see promise, nigga.
But that hour went quick. Y'all live on that.
So we ad-lib that shit.
Y'all know.
We do that work.